Dear students, uh, we have already discussed the essays of Francis Bacon and Charles Lamb. Now this is the third essay which I'll discuss in my next class, and the title of the essay is National Prejudices. This essay is written by Oliver Goldsmith. So before I discuss the essay, I would like to give you an introductory lecture on Oliver Goldsmith in order to analyze the essay in a better way. Now, Oliver Goldsmith, an Anglo-Irish poet, dramatist, novelist, essayist, and miscellaneous prose writer, is one of the prominent voices of a neoclassical age. He occupies a great place in the history of English literature.
He is best known for his novel, The Vicar of Wakefield, his pastoral poem, The Deserted Village, published in 1770, and his plays, The Good-Natured Man, 1768, and She Stoops to Conquer, 1771. He generally regarded as one of the greatest writers of 18th century. A writer, moreover, who in respect of his most original ideas were generations ahead of his time. The main charm of his essays lies in his exceedingly human and lovable personality that stands revealed in them. He is rightly regarded as an important link between the 18th century essay of mild social criticism and the full-blooded personal essay of Lamb and his contemporaries. No other English prose writer excels him in purity, simplicity, and melody of his diction. His style combines the grace of addition and the artlessness of style. Goldsmith's essays appeared originally in the form of letters supposed to be written by a Chinese philosopher. They were later collected and published under the title The Citizen of the World, published in 1762. His essays are characterized by whimsicality, satire, mild humor, and graceful charm. By 1762, Goldsmith had established himself as an essayist with his Citizen of the World, in which he used the device of satirizing Western society through the eyes of an Oriental visitor to London. His premature death in 1774 may have been partly due to his own misdiagnosis of his kidney infection. Goldsmith was buried in Temple Church in London. The inscription reads, I quote, "Lies Oliver Goldsmith," unquote. During his last decade, Goldsmith's conversational encounters with Dr. Samuel Johnson and others, his foolishness and his wit were preserved in Boswell's great work, Life of Samuel Johnson. As an essayist, Goldsmith holds out his hand to Leigh Hunt on one hand, as he does to Addison on the other. The subjects on which Goldsmith has written his essays are philosophical, as the essay on happiness. He also wrote essays on social topics, as the essay on doctors. His essays are characterized by, as I have already told you, whimsicality, satire, humor, charm, appeal. His quaint whimsicality passing unexpectedly from delicate fancy to elfish merriment anticipates in many ways the method of Charles Lamb and Leigh Hunt, both 19th century romantic essays. Goldsmith's essays are satirical reflections upon the society of his time, because as you know, the 18th century society is known for social satire. We have many poems like The Rape of the Lock by Alexander Pope, which is an example of social satire. He criticizes modes and manners in England, just as Voltaire and Rousseau did in France. With satire is mixed the note of didacticism, intending to reform the evils and teach the readers sound lessons in morality. Here, I would like to add that didacticism is also one of the important qualities of neoclassical era. With moralities combined a note of tenderness and sympathy touching the heart, Goldsmith could be as sentimental as steel. With tears, he could have laughter, and the two qualities go together in his work. Melancholy was ever trying to drag him down and did succeed in making him tongue-tied and wistful. But careless, happy-go-lucky gaiety broke through all the barriers and brought out the writer in the broad sunshine of mirth and humor. Now, the variety and excellence of his literary masterpieces is astonishing. He was a genial, warm-hearted writer. His prose is remarkably lucid and simple. Among the 18th century essayists, he is most personal, and his essays can be regarded as the precursor of the personal essay. Goldsmith's easy and pleasant prose style, his abundant humor, his shrewd observations of character and scene have made his essays constantly popular. Now, his essays actually, I have given you the example of, the essays of the cities of the world and all that. But when we come to the style, the chief excellence of Goldsmith lies in his prose style. It combines natural grace with classical elegance. The subject of his thoughts are common, obvious, but in the prose of Goldsmith, common things assume a sort of epic dignity. With Goldsmith, style is the conscious ornament of thought, and garbed in the rich and graceful drapery of such language as his. The meanest thought, like a mean man, surrounded with circumstance of royalty, is enthroned with majesty and power, and this is actually the quality of a great writer. As a stylist, Goldsmith is superior to Joseph Addison. Hugh Walker, a famous critic, he said that he is greater just because his style in the last resort is inseparable from thought. Just because of that provinciality, that commonplaceness of idea, which Matthew Arnold detected in Addison and which is not in Goldsmith. Olio Goldsmith should be remembered for his sympathetic humor, charm of his personality, simplicity, purity, and cheerfulness. His style is always light and refreshing. His descriptions are vivid and picturesque. He carries the personal vein of his style a step further and heralds the autobiographical manner of Charles Lamb. Thank you very much.